Hello, my name is Francis Béargent from CDL Maple Equipment. I'm working in research and development. Today we are going to assemble a Hobby Pro Evaporator. We will show you the components and then do the assembly step by step. Currently I will perform the assembly without painting, although we recommend painting all the components before assembly. So if the weather permits, paint the parts and then allow drying for 24 hours before assembly.
Tout dépendant de la température, effectuer la peinture des pièces et puis attendre peut-être 24 heures, un 16 à 24 heures avant de faire le montage. Donc, ce qui est inclus dans l'ensemble de départ de Hobby Pro.
The Hobby Pro Starter Kit includes all the hardware for assembly. The components are already pre-bent and drilled, ready to assemble the base of the evaporator. Then the paint is of course part of the kit. As I said earlier, paint the components before assembly to ensure that there is paint in hard to reach places. It also includes 2 chimney sections and 1 elbow. This includes a ceramic insulation blanket, which we will look into a little bit later during the installation, combined with the refractory brakes. It includes also the grates and the adjustable hatch for fresh air inlet to the evaporator. For the evaporator assembly, you will need a sharp knife to first unpack the equipment and then to cut the ceramic blanket and complete the evaporator assembly. An adjustable wrench or box wrench for the assembly of the door is necessary. For the door latch, use a 1/2-inch box wrench for adjustment and installation of the fresh air intake at the front of the evaporator. For fast assembly of frame, a 3/8 socket adapter with a 1/2-inch socket on an electric impact to fasten the self-tapping screws is a good idea. A manual ratchet wrench may also be used. The manual supplied with the evaporator will show you step-by-step assembly. All you have to do is follow the graphic directions. You will have no difficulty in assembling the product. To avoid mistake, it is most important to follow the instruction in the manual. Step 1. Important that you observe the circle detailed instruction on drawing. Perform metal plate assembly as indicated.
La section du bas, que le panneau soit installé à l'extérieur comme ça et non à l'intérieur de cette façon-là. Encore là, dans le manuel, c'est très bien expliqué.
Step 2. We advise you not to fasten the bolts completely at once. This will make it easier to adjust the components. Install the middle part with the sides as illustrated. Once installation of all the bolts, washers and nuts is over, complete the tightening of all bolts. Step 3. Install a chimney and panel. Make sure you put the chimney on the correct end. install the chimney end plate to the end where there is the longest flat portion behind the grate opening. Once the sides are assembled loosely, before tightening the bolts, install self-tapping screws in the bottom portion holes. Step 4. Before installing the front panel, we recommend to install the evaporator fresh air intake control. It is important to adjust the bolt tightening so the air opening moving part is not too hard or not too easy to rotate. For the installation of the door, studs are included in the bolting kit. All you have to do is to position the door as described in step number 4. Install the door handle and tighten the bolt to allow desired ease of movement. Once the door is in place, it's time to put the grates in. There are 2 metal angle pieces that you just fit inside, over the opening. You can remove these easily to empty the ashes that will accumulate under. Once all the steps are completed, it's time to install the chimney. First, install the elbow. Put the elbow in place and then put the first and second section of the chimney. Time for brake works. Step 5. In the user manual, you have an optional note to cut the bottom brakes at a certain angle to match the angle of the evaporator side. Of course, it is optional and can be replaced by the use of fire brick cement to fill the gap.
C'est sûr que c'est optionnel, ça se tient quand même, mais on le recommande.
So, your job is nearly done. Use a ceramic blanket to fill the unprotected spaces. Using the cutting pattern, page number 10 of user manual, cut out the pieces that are necessary and install cutout sections of ceramic blankets according to the pictures shown in page 11. This is what sums up the entire CDL Hobby Pro Evaporator assembly. I take this opportunity on behalf of myself and on behalf of the entire CDL team to wish you a very good sugar season.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe and press the notification icon to get updates on new product videos.